Hey everyone, Batty Boop, Teacher Mom, Wiki Whispers, Ballet Babe, good to see you. Bailey Vexed, hey darling. I thought I set this for 9:45. I feel dumb. You can come up whenever you want. I have a special guest coming up. We're gonna have a little chatty-do. Hey Nikki, good morning. Polyester jumpers, I love you so much. Hartley. Jay Warren, how are you this morning? Oh my gosh, no. It's been a crazy couple days and I don't know if I'm going or coming. Oh, but I wanted to go live. I don't have my thoughts together, so I'm just doing this off rip. Um, it's been like a crazy month or whatever. And so I haven't been going live as much. I've been really focusing on me and um maintaining my sobriety and doing what I need to do to stay, sober. So I see people in chats and they'll ask me how I'm doing and whatnot. And I'm like, I'm doing really well. And I didn't really want to go live yet to talk about it until now. But I think that, I owe a lot of thanks to a lot of people because there's been so many people on every single quote unquote side that is reached out to me and that actually cared. And I'm absolutely grateful for that. Um, there's a lot of good people in this community. Good morning, Woodward Clancy. Um, there's a lot of good people in this community. And so when you hear people say that this community is shit and there's nobody that's good in this community, don't listen to them because I'm telling you what, I had people reach out to me that I never thought would talk to me or even give me the time of day, and they did. And I'll never forget that. And I'm very grateful for that. I love you, Winky. You are so good to me. And I mean, I really thought people were going to judge me. And, there's been some that have, you know, um, I'm still kind of timid, because I'm afraid to go into some chats. I'm just I'm standoffish. I just kind of stay back because, there are a lot of judgmental people out there, especially when it comes to addiction. They'll think that you're just trash or you're just this awful person. And it's not like that at all. It's if you're an addict, most likely you're going to relapse at least once or twice, whatever. Not everyone, but some people will. And man, it's not been easy. And there's been some that have made fun of me for it. And I sit there and I'm like, are you serious? What if that was your mom, your dad, your brother, sister, child, even? Are you really willing to make fun of something that is so serious? People die from relapse a lot. And I don't know why I'm here. I mean, I thank God. I really do. Hey, Trisha. Good morning. Hey, Eric. Sally Spencer. Oh, you're such a gem. Um, yeah, it's been a crazy week or two. And then you got spring break for my kiddo. Uh, Lord. Gosh, no one's awake this morning. You want to come up, Trisha? Hey, Dory. I just got here. I was late too. I thought that I had this set for 9:45 and I had it set for 8:45. I feel dumb. Hey, Kat. Shoot, come on up. We can talk about it. Yeah, so I was listening last night and I was listening to FOD's panel, and it was just real quick. I heard Sweet Crazy say some pretty off the wall shit about BTS. And damn, Sweet Crazy, what are you thinking? BTS is a really good person and she cares about a lot of people. And you're just going to call her out like that. That was pretty upsetting. Hey,
Good morning.
how are you? Hey, Heartney, thank
Oh,
you for joining the membership because we are enlightened.
I feel real fucking enlightened this morning.
Boy, howdy.
Well, I fell asleep listening to damn it, I lost my train of thought. So I watched full on drama. All this shit, I'm so over this wide brim hat shit.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all fighting. We're all fighting over people having a difference of opinion.
I
I
have
don't
done my
get it.
best to stay out of this one.
No, gosh.
I'm serious. Like, I don't know Kyle very well. So I don't, I don't really have a place to say anything. I don't think. I don't know. I mean, to me, I'm like, okay, so he has a hat fetish. I don't know. What's your thoughts?
Um,
Hey,
I
Miss
don't.
Lennon.
I just don't care. I didn't like, after, like I said yesterday on, I think it was just Angels, the first hat party that Steph had for him for his birthday. Cool, no big deal. I thought it would be over and done. Like,
Yeah.
and then it just kept on and kept on and kept on. But, you know, I don't know who the fuck Sweet Crazy
Oh
uh
man.
and Lorelai think that they fucking are getting up on Fides last night because I was watching the rest of that this morning, talking fucking crazy to BTS.
Yeah, like I started to listen to that because I thought I had an hour to like before I came live, and I heard her call BTS out, and I'm like, oh no,
Uh-huh.
oh no, she called her out of her name.
And then BTS went live, but took it down.
Yeah, I missed that one. I can't stay up late to save my life, girl.
Girl, me either.
I just can't. And I heard a little bit of it, and I'm thinking, why is Sweet Crazy doing that? And I didn't get to the Lorelai, so I don't really know what's going on
So
there.
Ash said no one has a problem with him having a thing for hats or cigars, even. That's not the point, and no one trashed him. Exactly. The ones who are truly making him look stupid and making a mockery of him are Mallory, Laura Fod. They called him a predator more times than I can count. Oh.
See, Fod and I just got to a point to where we're cool. I
Right.
I I apologized to Fod because I did do some shitty stuff. I took Sam Telfer's video and I made a little video out of it. So I understand why FOD hates me, and I apologized to FOD, and I think we're cool now. Like, we're not fighting, we don't hate each other, we're just cool.
Right.
So I don't know what to say about that whole situation. I don't know Kyle. Like, he's never came into my chats. We've never had like a hello or anything like that. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I just feel bad for everyone involved because I know Steph, she really
Right.
likes Kyle. And
I know. And Steph feels really guilty for, having that party for him now. And she
oh,
shouldn't,
she
because
shouldn't
she
feel
did that
guilty.
out of the goodness of her heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Um I love Steph, and I never thought that I would have such a good relationship with her like I do now. And it's because, we were able to talk behind the scenes and like
Yeah.
get to know one another. And I
Steph's
wish
a
more
good
people would.
girl.
Yeah, I wish
Hmm.
more people would do that because she's a sweetheart and
She
she's
does.
so kind. And
Does she have a mouth on her? Does she speak her opinion? Absolutely. And she has
mhm,
every right to. But Steph is a good person.
I think so too. And she's a sweetheart. If anybody can like put her link in the chat, that would be awesome because, you know, um, she's got quite a following and she got it quick, and it's because she is likable. And I don't know. I really like stuff. So
Yeah, yeah. Hey,
crazy,
Kimmy
crazy.
P.
Is Kimmy P in here? She is. How's that baby? That's an adorable baby right there that she had.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Monique, I love Steph too. She is so sweet. When I was with the other party, people didn't really care for her over there. And so I kind of went with it without even knowing who she was, what she was about. And come to find out, she's actually really nice and she cares a lot about people. And
Mm-hmm. So Eric said, at Sarah, I went up on the panel to give my perspective because I can kind of relate. The difference is I think he meant I never spoke on my fetish till I was forced to. And that's another fucked up thing that, all his shit got dredged back up.
yeah, well, look, we all have our likes and our fetishes and whatever.
I have
Some
a
people.
shoe fetish.
Are you
Like,
serious? Man. Somebody was making fun of Birkenstocks the other day. Oh, it was MGL. She was making fun of people for wearing Birkenstocks. And I looked down at my feet and I was wearing Birkenstocks. I'm like, you bitch. I love my
my
Birkenstocks, man.
girls have a pair of them and they love them. Them things are fucking expensive.
Girl, heck yeah. If you go down to, oh, man.
I paid
Yeah.
$100 a pair for some Jesus looking sandals.
Yeah. Well, they form your feet really well. I have always loved Birkenstocks, man. Like, that's
Yeah.
my thing. I don't know. If I was born like in the 40s, I think I would have been like a hippie. I swear I would
Oh, I know you would have. You're an old soul for
have. Yeah.
sure.
Oh,
Oh.
I don't know. I think people blow things up and make them bigger than they are. And I'm not trying to, hurt anybody's feelings or make them mad at me, but man, like we all have our likes and
Mhm.
I feel bad for him, I mean,
And Hartley said MGL's not the style guru, just saying like her Abercrombie and Fitch shirt from from 2004.
oh,
They're sweet,
MJL.
crazy. Hey, she said, I guess you all can just hate me. I may have came out the wrong way, but I don't feel like BTS should be calling anyone a predator. Can you take a link, sweet crazy? Because I'd like to talk to you because I don't think BTS called anyone a predator.
Yeah, I've never heard BTS ever say
No,
anything like that. Ever.
no.
Let me see if I can post this link. Let's see if it'll work. Did it work?
Yep.
Oh, cool. Move
Yeah, because
now.
I do not appreciate that motherfucking shit that was said last night toward BTS at all. If BTS goes live, she's fucking upset, mad, pissed off, all the above, and that fucking sends fire through my fucking veins. So let's take that
Yeah.
link, sweet crazy, and squash this shit. Hey, Cat Kinsey.
Kat, you're right. People can't seem to understand the difference between bashing and mentioning either. It's ridiculous. And you're right. And
Yep.
it seems like, we're adults and we bully people worse than kids do. And that infuriates me sometimes.
Hey, Merrick W. Hey, Miss Lennon. Ash said she did and she ain't sorry for it. She feels that way and that's her damn right. And shame on anyone for berating her for it. Amen.
Merrick, you don't know what Crocs are. Are you kidding me right now? See, I'm not into Crocs, but if you go to like, I don't know, you guys aren't in my area, but if you go to like Birkenstock.com, you'll see like so many different kinds of shoes. They're just like sandals.
Hey, Bluebird just put something in the Discord. Can someone, Bluebird, the link to Sarah's is in the live link room, babe. Well, can someone drop Sarah's link in the living room for Bluebird, please?
Ballet babe. Ballet Babe's
What?
been on a roll with her videos
What's she?
about the
Oh,
club.
has she? I'm not subbed to her.
Oh, it's funny. I love it. She calls Laura out on everything, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I just me. Hey, sweet crazy.
Hi,
So
What's up?
why'd you call BTS out like that last night?
because she straight up did call him that, and she straight up said right in the chat that she did call him that, and she stood by it. And
Oh,
then
She
her
said that in whose chat?
in FODs,
We got a timestamp.
no,
Sarah, can we get who all was on panel? Because I want to hear it come out of her
everybody.
mouth.
She was in the chat and straight up said it right before I said that. That's why it upset me.
Anyone in the chat hear BTS call Kyle a predator? Put a one
Called
if
her,
you
she
if
called
you
him.
did.
She called him that on Starlights, and then she was in the chat on FOD and admitted.
You just said on FODs.
She admitted it in the chat on FODs,
Oh.
but she called him that in Starlight.
Monique said that's her opinion. She's allowed it. Y'all attacked us.
I didn't attack anybody. I called BTS out on that, and that was it.
see, I don't know if she said that or not. I didn't see it. I just heard when you kind of like went at her, and it was like right after you got on panel, right?
Mm-mm.
No, okay.
Mm-mm. It was a little bit after. No, and that's pretty much why I did, because she did admit it, and she did stand. She stood right there and said it, and stood by it, and wasn't going to change her mind, and she was okay with saying it to him. And I just thought that's not right. That's not what we're here to. I mean, good God. With no knowledge of what this guy is really about, how can we judge him like that? Just like I said on FODs last night, we don't know a lot of people. We don't know a lot about a lot of different people. You know, we don't know what their fetishes are. We don't know what they do behind the scenes.
And honestly, it's not our business.
It's
You know?
not. But this kind of is a different kind of a situation a little bit.
What do you mean?
Well, because he has been all over in everybody's chats, and has been doing what he's been doing, and it has been getting on people's nerves. And he's been after me for the last month to
So do you
panel.
consider that predatory behavior?
I didn't.
I said do you, not did you.
I'm not sure.
What do you mean?
I'm not. I
I
haven't
mean, it's
really
pretty cut
seen.
and dry. Either you said that he's messaged you and
He's
bothered
wanted to
you.
go on a panel on mine. He wanted to panel up on my channel.
Yeah, I seen him asking you that.
Yeah. And I was okay with it. I was going to do it. And then he kept bugging me and bugging me.
Mm-hmm.
And so every time that he would, say something to me, I would just be like, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. I don't know. Maybe this
You
day.
should have just did. When he did that to me. Can we have one on yours? I said no.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say, oh, I'll let you know. Oh, let me think about it. It's cut and dry. It's yes and no around here. Like,
well, me and him had talked about it before Steph had, her little party too. So it'd been kind of thrown around before that, and then after is when he wanted to do it with me. And I could have said yes or no, but I was planning on doing it. Is the thing. I just didn't know when. So it's cut and dry. But
so for him to keep harassing you through
well, it was
text
getting to the point. It was getting to the point where it was getting you
So
know.
do you consider that predatory behavior? Or just harassment? Because there's a difference.
Yeah, there is. I'm not sure if I consider it either one.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and that's, if you don't know, you don't know.
Has he ever asked you how your day is, how you're feeling, what your favorite food is, anything?
No. He's
No,
never asked anyone that.
no.
It's always been about a fucking party.
And he has wanted, to email me, and he has emailed me, and I haven't responded.
Well, dude asked me one time for a party, and I said no, and that was it. But I don't do Twitter. I'm not
Yeah,
getting into DMs with Kyle Clark or anyone else for that matter.
I'm
So,
not either.
okay.
I don't even do Twitter, so.
Well, it just ends up being trouble.
Yeah, and it's like Em said, she just said, trust your gut, ladies. I mean, it's
Right.
Yeah, I came around running out of and I did get, it was getting crazy over there last night. Like it was getting
Yeah,
really
I
crazy.
watched it. I
Yeah.
went back and watched it this morning.
Bailey.
So it got, it got me a little riled up, I'm sure. I didn't mean
Right.
to be so, forthcoming, but I was.
Well,
But I
we
don't,
all do
I
it.
I just don't think that we need to be calling, people. Really, that's a really bad name
It is
here.
a bad label, to smack on
It is.
someone's back. But if they
And she can
really
have her opinion about it. I mean, that's okay. That's okay with me.
no, let me
But
finish though. Because if he seriously is a predator and the community needs warned about it, that's one thing. If
yeah,
he's just harassing people on email, tell him to go fuck off and leave you alone. Like
yeah.
that's
And if it's really
that's what
bothering
I
you,
would do.
just
But we're all fighting. Like all of us have known each other for some of us for years,
yeah.
some of us for a really long, long, long time. So for all of us to be fighting
Miss Leah.
over a wide brimmed fucking hat fetish and a cigar and having trouble lighting a cigar, which I don't even fucking understand that, don't want to, is ridiculous.
But see, it kind of went past that when that word came into effect.
Well, yeah, I get that. But
You know.
But if we weren't fighting about it in the first place, the word would have never gotten brought up. And I understand it's not so much fighting, like people have their own opinions, different opinions, and that's fine. But this has been going on for fucking days now. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
Rachella. I can't drop it from here. Can anybody drop the membership link for me, please? And thank you.
And I had missed the last couple of days of it. I'm just getting caught up on it now. And so everything that we kind of discussed already kind of had been discussed. And so that's why I was like, why is this being brought up again? But then Fawn, had her opinion of it too. So then that's when it got brought up again. So
Ash, hold on.
there
I'm
we
about
are.
to put a screenshot in the living room. I want you to show it. Sarah, can you go in there?
Girl, I am on my phone. I will kick myself out of this if I do.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yes, Bluebird. I will definitely leave it up.
And what they did find did upset them. And I
Oh, Rachella,
understand.
thank you. I love you, darling. I love Rachella. She's sweet.
Ash, go ahead and put it in there. I'll drop off and go grab it, and then I'll come back up, Sarah.
Okay.
And I'll send it to you. Can you send it to your computer to show? Or maybe I could just read it. Let me go see what it is. I'll be right back.
Okay. See, this is why I should have paid attention to what time I set this live for. I was going to get on my computer, but then I was like, oh shit. It was 8:45 and it's almost 9 o'clock. It's been a crazy few weeks. Like, I haven't been able to
Holy
completely
moly.
see everything that's been going on. I've been trying to, take care of myself and my kid. He's been on spring break, and crazy few weeks.
It has been. It really has been. But my goodness, this stuff last night was just too much.
Sally Spencer says it is not the fetish, it's the dishonesty and the women not having a choice.
And when I was talking to Steph about this, I did agree with her. Because what it really upset me was the fact that it's kind of been a narrative that we have understood about him, and then it's not that narrative. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not invested into this topic because I don't know him like you guys do. You know what I mean? So I don't really have a say in the matter, and I don't really have an opinion because I don't honestly know.
Yeah. It's just that, we kind of just thought that there was maybe some, oh, this is so hard. God.
Okay, so Kyle says Savage Live can wait. Oh, okay, never mind. Trish is gonna come up and explain it.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
no, Rachella. Rachella, the link might be in the description of this live or any of the other lives. I'm so sorry I can't drop it for you. I shouldn't have gotten on my phone to do this. Do I sound okay, or is it too
Yeah,
loud?
you sound good. You sound
Okay.
good. Mm-hmm.
I don't even have headphones in or anything. I just said, oh crap.
Well, I guess I can say this. What bothered me was the fact that I didn't think that he could speak. I didn't think that he could communicate as well as he can, and that was a deception to us. And
Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
back. Um,
that was the biggest part.
so I guess
Mhm.
BTS did say it, and she's not fucking sorry for it.
Nope.
Thank you, CCK.
Um,
Oh, okay.
and the screenshot I sent you, Sarah, is when we're all fighting over all of this. He was over in Savage's live. Um, can you read that? And they had to tell him to stop.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
talking about
damn.
wide brim hats.
That tells me that there's something more going on than what he's telling us.
Exactly.
So
Thank you for joining, Rachella.
And look, this is a community, you guys. Let's not forget.
yeah.
This is a community that we don't put up with men
No, we
that
don't.
do this kind of stuff. We stick together, and that's why I hate to see. Everyone can have what we can disagree to disagree, have our own opinions, blah blah blah, but we don't have to fucking fight about it. And
No.
people don't have to stop being friends over fucking Kyle Clark. He's been around what, a couple of months? I mean, in our community anyway.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Like,
Yeah.
let's not fight with the people that we care about and we see and we chat with in chats and on panels every day over this wide brimmed fuck shit.
Yeah. I
Thank
agree.
you, Miss Leah.
I really do. Especially now. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've been through the ringer, all of us, with the whole St. Jude shit, and
Mm.
that was fucking draining. And
Well, and this is what I said too last night. I said, there's so much crime going on in our world. So we're on the defense already, you know. And then when we get something like this, it's just like we have our mind made up already because it's just been embedded in us so much.
well, and not to mention COVID, like we've been
Yeah,
in lockdown for over a year.
yeah. But it was
So
deceiving and it was wrong. And I agree with that. I totally agree with that. When you come on it, I could even say it with the other situation that I had. Be honest, for fuck's sake.
right.
Honest who you are, or don't goddamn come here. But it's so easy for me to say that and so hard for people to do it.
Ash
Well,
274 is right. This should have never been a big deal. Mallory, Laura, and FOD made this a huge deal. And I agree with that because I did hear some of what Laura was saying. And I mean, okay, if Kyle was into like kinky shit, he wouldn't have minded what MGL was saying to him the other day when he was on panel. I think he got so embarrassed that he just completely dropped off.
but he went back up.
Oh, did he? See, I missed that.
Yeah,
Okay.
see, so he wasn't that fucking, you know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
see,
because
this is why I don't really have an opinion because I don't know everything
yeah,
that's
he
going
went
on.
right back up, girl.
Oh, shit.
And look, I don't care if you like him or not. If you want him in your chats, I mean, more power to you. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna fight with anybody about this shit. I'm just not.
I mean, if he was like making sexual gestures to women, that might
Big,
be another
yeah,
story. I
yeah,
don't
like
know if
Steve
he's doing that or
Tim.
not.
I don't know if you remember Steve Tim,
Oh, yeah.
Sweet Crazy. No, I know you do, Sarah.
Who was
But
it?
you know, he ran around with his little sexual comments, and we didn't fucking put up with it.
Yeah, and see, he's not doing that on YouTube, but I do believe he is kind of doing it on his Twitter.
Well, and that's
But he was okay with us going over to his Twitter too. So that's what I mean. There's something not.
well, that Twitter's a different platform. So what he does over there,
And
unless
that's,
you're following it over there, I don't do Twitter. I
yeah,
just don't.
but they found
I
more,
know.
so it was upsetting to them.
But he was also asking people to go follow him on Twitter.
Yeah, so
Like,
he obviously don't care.
yeah, yeah, he knew they were going to see what was on there,
Yeah,
and he don't give a fuck. And that
no.
screenshot proves he don't give a fuck when he's in Savages repeating the same shit, and even they had to tell him to quit. And he's over there doing it while all of y'all are fighting about it.
Yep.
And he's
Wow.
just, strolling the chats, just like, no
No big
fucking big
deal.
deal.
See, I don't
Well,
even know what's on his Twitter. I seen a little bit of it, but I
it's
only
not
seen
good.
screenshots. People tried to get
It's
me to go and look
it's
on Twitter, but I've got my Twitter shut down for right now.
it's like some naked shit, and
Oh.
I forget
Some
what else.
cigars and some drinking some
Yeah,
whiskey and some
yeah.
girls.
Well,
But
I
Oh.
mean,
And that's his prerogative. If Twitter isn't cared about it, then I guess nobody else should be. But it was just the fact that I think it was just a big surprise. It was like a mind blowing thing. You think of somebody being this way, and then you find out that they're this way, and it just kind of it freaks you out.
I just
so
wish everybody could work this out because it seems like, and I know some of you guys might like Laura, whatever, but it seems like every time there's like this big, huge fight, people end up going back to her. And,
what do you mean?
well, the last group I was in, they kind of
Oh,
went running back over to Laura, and I'm
But
just sitting there
Sarah,
shaking my
they
head.
go in
but
and they go right back out again. So
and here's the deal. That's the way it goes on here. Like, that's just the way it
and
goes.
that's why it's hard for subs really.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I sit there and I shake my head because I'm like, didn't you guys learn from the last time? Look at everything you said about her once you left, and now you're right back up in there.
Well, they've
Oh.
kind of
It's
given
funny.
each other, and only time will tell. You know.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait for the day that I'll be able to say to myself, I told you so. Oh, that's just my opinion. Sorry. I'm not a Laura fan, so I'll talk about her when I want.
Hey, it's your panel.
I don't know, man. Like, there's just certain creators that'll say, don't mention my name. Don't talk about me. Well, if you'd quit doing dumb shit, maybe we wouldn't talk about you. Just saying.
Okay, Ash wants me to read that screenshot out that he was doing while people were fighting over this. He could have cared less.
Do you have it?
Yeah.
I wish I
So
could
it
show it.
says
I'm not on
Savage
my
Live.
computer.
Savage Live, can the guest try and light the cigar, but the lighter gives her problems and she gets frustrated? Oh my god.
What the fuck? That's what he said in Savages?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Asha, they were telling him like to fucking quit.
Yeah, see, he's bringing his Twitter stuff over here now. That's what he was. That's what he.
Yeah, because now the hats thing's going away, so he's bringing up cigars. Is that what I'm
Yeah.
getting?
See,
Yeah.
there's some that you can't. Yeah. Mm-mm. He can say all day long that there's nothing going on. There's something going on, and we're just gonna have to understand that.
Yeah, but there's creators that are saying, well, there's definitely something going on because he lives with his mom. Okay, and there's a
Yeah,
lot of people that live with their parents.
Hey, look, we have other people in this community that live with their parents,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it doesn't mean there's something wrong with them. I mean, good
right.
Lord, maybe they had a divorce or maybe something happened
Shit,
like
if I
this.
could go live with my mom, I would.
Oh,
She did my
man.
laundry. She fucking cooks. I mean,
No kidding, man.
right?
I miss those days. Oh, shit.
Right? To have no worries, like, you know,
What's for din din?
getting a fucking allowance and shit. Get to go run the streets. Like, let me go live with my mom.
Go to parties, hang out, come home, sleep in. Oh yeah,
Yep.
I miss
those
those
were
days
the
so bad.
days.
I would sit there and I'd show something on the computer to my dad or my grandparents, and I'd say, yeah, I'm going to buy this. And then they would look at me and say, oh, no, we'll take care of it for you. Don't spend your money. I miss those days, man.
Oh, that
Yep.
would be nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
The good old days.
Well, I'm glad I got to talk to you, sweet crazy, because I was ready to drag your ass.
Yeah, I'm glad that
She said,
I'm
yeah.
glad that I was awake for it this morning.
To what?
I'm glad that I was awake for it this morning. I told Steph, I'm like, fuck, I sleep all goddamn day. I'm up on fucking YouTube all goddamn night. And I miss everything during the day. She's like, I'm going to start texting you. I'm like, I probably wouldn't hear it anyway. So I'm glad I made it this morning.
Now, Laura Lee, she's another fucking
Oh,
story.
Jesus. I
If you're
can't even
listening,
deal with
Laura
her.
Lee, come on in,
Uh-oh.
girl.
I don't think she'll come to my channel.
Well, why?
Well,
She
we
goes
don't really see eye to
fucking
eye.
where?
You're too sweet. She's too scared to come up and say anything. She was like, I'm not going up on Serendipity's hell to the no.
Hey, Rev, it's been a long time.
Hey, Rob, love you too, bud.
Now, that's someone that I've actually fought with.
Yes, I remember
Who
that was
hasn't?
horrible.
Oh, man. But I
Was
mean,
that on my panel?
no, it was BTS, and she
Oh,
shut it
okay.
down, and we fought.
Oh,
After
yeah.
it shut down, we was still on StreamYard or whatever, and we just argued and fought. Poor Republican Ash. She was sitting there trying to be the mediator. It's okay, you guys. I love her.
Hey, Miss Leah.
Hi, Miss Leah.
Oh.
You know, back to BTS. I don't know. I mean, she has her right to feel the way she does. I'm
Mhm.
not gonna judge her for that because I actually love BTS, and I think she has a good heart. You know, I think we can all be entitled to our opinions, you know.
Yep.
I don't know, man.
I don't know either.
Rev,
I
you
just
don't recall my ass.
Hey, Batty Boop. I
Good
just hope,
morning.
you know, I just hope that everyone can just stop with the fucking panels about the wide brim hats.
Yeah, it's
Agree
got
to
to be over with.
disagree and move the fuck on. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, as long as he's not like trying to force women into like showing naked pictures or things like that, I don't think a wide brim hat is that big of a deal.
Fuck,
I don't know.
just got an email about Kyle.
Oh, does she want to link?
What?
Anybody can come up. Let's see.
You know, you just don't know about anybody.
Yeah.
So until you have the proof, or until you know it comes out, and I don't know, I just don't feel like we need to be calling people names that That's just
Hey,
me.
Mush Love. We're talking about anything and everything, Mush Love.
Mush love.
Let's see.
Holy hell, what y'all talking about?
I love this lady that's about to come up.
Who is
Who's
it?
coming up?
Miss Sally Spencer.
Love you
Sally
too, my darling.
Spencer.
Oh, Sally.
It's Sally Spencer, all the way from Africa, on her string and tin phone. Because in Africa we don't have mobile phones. Hi, Trish.
Hi,
Hi,
Sally.
sweet crazy.
Hi, Sally.
Hi, chat.
Hello.
Listen, I'm going to sound so boring. I'm sorry, you
Not at
girls.
all.
I'm going to sound so boring. In all this fighting, the main message has been lost. It's not the fetish that the people are upset with. When they get down to brass tacks, it's the fact that they were duped.
Yes.
They weren't allowed to have a choice in whether they wanted to partake in the fetish or not. And that's the problem.
You're right.
That's the problem. That's the only look. I don't give a continental okay about his cigars and his whatevers and bottle openers and God knows what else. I don't care about that, or lighters or whatever. Okay, women were taken advantage of, which, sorry girls, it's your own faults. You got to start listening to your gut. You got to stop thinking everybody's sweet and innocent.
Yeah.
And when you feel creeped out, there's a reason.
There's a lot of crazy people online and they portray themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And good thing
You
that
can't
we type.
afford to be careless. You can't. I'm
No.
sorry. It's not the hats. It's not the anything else. It's the fact that, yes, it was a sexual fetish. It is a sexual fetish. And women are unknowingly taking part in sexual gratification of a stranger on the internet.
True.
Yeah.
Is that fair? Is it right? Would you accept it in your real life?
I guess we just think we thought it was innocent. And we thought, like I said before, we have these things go on here and we forget. And then we have someone
Yes.
else come back in and to remind us, you got to wake up again, girl. You got to wake up. Hello. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And it's hard because we do forget, because we're people. We want to love people. We want
Yep.
to be able to trust them, and we want to be able to trust them.
Yeah.
And we can't. And it sucks.
And as women,
But you do
we
have to
owe
go
it
off your
to
gut.
ourselves to be double careful of these people, because these people prey on us because they know we're busy. Some of us need attention, and that is, we feel nice. Somebody's paying us attention. Somebody wants a picture of us with a flippin' floppy, cranky, whatever hat on and smoking a cigar or whatever it is, okay?
It's
And we
attention.
feel good.
Yeah, it's attention and it feels good.
But Sally, after the
Yep.
first party that we had for him, Steph had for
Uh-huh.
him, out of the kindness of her
Uh-huh.
heart, right? It should have
Yep,
been over
exactly.
then.
It should have been, Trish, but that's what I'm trying to say. That's why there's something that's off.
I agree with that.
Yeah, it would have been, it would have stopped.
Look,
But
Kirsty
the
makes
third time.
he said, or she said, he said he doesn't like drama. So what's he doing in the drama community?
Right.
That's a good question, honestly.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
that's true.
The first red light should have been, this man is a healthy looking man. There doesn't seem, in the looks and his mannerisms, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with him. So why is he not talking?
Yeah.
Right.
Why is he
He got
sitting on a panel
busted.
for six,
He got
for
busted
5
on
to
my
6? Yeah,
panel. He got busted on my
yep,
panel answering the phone, and he was talking just
yep,
fine.
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
So,
The,
Sally, where do we go from here to get everyone has a different opinion about this, which is fine. We all are adults. We
that's
need to
cool.
agree to disagree and move on. But I don't see that
Exactly.
happening. I don't see that happening, though. I
You know
think that
why? Because the
I think
focus
that
has
some of
been
these
taken
friends,
off.
I think that some of these, well, people that were friends are going to continue to not like each other now over fucking
You know,
Kyle
it's
Clark.
sad.
Man, I really hope they can work that out because friends
Yeah.
shouldn't be breaking up over this. I swear they shouldn't.
Yeah,
But
it's
it kind
very sad that that's happening. But it's happening because people are taking the focus and focusing on the fetish and the and
Thank you, Dari.
trying to put the message into the fetishes upsetting people. No,
Instead of the
there are
deception,
women.
right?
Yes, women
Yeah.
feel violated. It
Yeah.
sounds dramatic, it sounds whatever, but there are women in this, caught up in this whole thing, that feel violated because he wasn't honest.
yeah.
Period.
Right. Yep. You're
Yep.
right. That's what it boils down
And
to.
you know, yes, and I listened to that whole pod stream last night. Okay. I listened to the whole thing. And the only thing that comes through is people have lost the whole meaning of why they got upset in the first place,
Right.
which was they were taken advantage of. Should
Yep.
they be taken advantage of? No. They're all adults. They should be able enough, okay, to see these things.
Well, just like Ash 274 says, it's not like he's coming here to get to know anyone. He's been here months. He has never
Exactly.
asked anyone how their day was. He also never said thank you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I hope nobody's gonna
And
CCK. I
then
hope nobody's gonna be mad at Starlight or One
and
Win.
then when he's at World, okay, they're all fighting about it. He's over in Savages
Yep.
asking someone
Asking.
to
Yep.
struggle to light a cigar. He doesn't give zero fucks, you guys.
And you know
Zero.
what?
Now, hang on, Trisha. That now has escalated because before he was asking for the wide brimmed hats.
Yes. Now
Now,
it's the
because the whole
cigars.
thing,
Mm-hmm.
yes, now
Yeah.
because the whole Twitter thing has been revealed and the
Yep.
depth of the deception, now he just carries on. But he doesn't start out. Listen, ladies, I got a fetish. I absolutely get the thrills out of watching a woman struggling to light a cigar. Anybody want to do that for me? No,
Right.
he doesn't do that.
Right.
Well, and
So I
he was getting
say
that
we
on.
just
He was
Anyway,
getting that on Twitter, and so I think he thinks that since it's out, and that
yes,
that now that he
exactly.
can come here and do that. But you know what pissed me off the most is that Fod went and got a cake for him, and
Yeah.
that piece of shit couldn't even
Yep.
say thank you, and
Yeah.
he kept getting up and acting like he's on some other planet. I mean, the more I think about it now, the more upset I'm getting.
Well, I think he was having.
And
I
that's
think
part of
his
the deception.
family, sweet crazy. I think his family that night was having a party for him too, because if you remember, his mom came in and was looking into the camera, but
Yeah.
she never said anything. It was like she was reading the chat.
Yeah.
And I think he was having to bounce back from his family party to his online party. And I mean, because
But
listen, you
we
guys,
asked him.
how
We asked
many times leading up to March 15th, and it's horrible, I know, his birthday, because he said it so much. My birthday's in 2 weeks. My birthday's in, or 14 days and 13 days. I mean, it was a countdown.
Mm-hmm. And you know,
I'll
we
Yep.
kind
never
of just
forget his
took
damn
that.
birthday.
We just kind of took that as a cute thing, though. You know, and like, you know, he's so excited for his birthday, and we're going to be able to do something for him. But then when we were there at his birthday, half the time he wasn't even sitting in the chair.
Exactly.
So,
Yep.
and then, you know, people were asking him questions. Are you happy? Are you, you know, and there was nothing. And so now I'm thinking about that more. I'm getting more upset.
So,
That
so
pisses me the
Listen, can an
fuck
old
I'm gonna bite my tongue because
wicked, twisted, nasty, self-opinionated bee with an itch give all of you wild ponies a word of advice?
Yeah.
I'm
When
not a
somebody,
wild pony, Sally. I'm a high horse, but
well,
I get
yeah,
what
a
you
high
mean.
horse, whatever, okay?
stallion.
All the ladies, a word of advice. When somebody asks you to do something more than, let's be generous, 5 times,
Mm-hmm.
a little bell should go off in your head. Hang on a minute. Why does this guy keep on wanting me to do the same thing all the time?
Well, it
Yeah,
finally
And then
did.
see,
That's what happened. Is like after the party, that's what happened, and so then that's when we all woke up. So basically, yeah, that's
Yeah.
what happened.
And after the party, like
Mhm.
I said, he asked me one good time, and I was like, no.
He should have
And
just known better.
right.
no, but he was before the party. He was already
That's
asking people about hats and wide-brimmed hats and blah blah blah
Well,
and
yeah,
all
he
that
was
kind of
yeah,
thing.
asking
you're
everybody
right.
if they had got their hat for his party
Yeah, it was more
coming
kind
up.
of leading up to the party kind of thing. I mean,
Yeah.
he did start out with just the hats,
And
but
he
then
was
we got up to the
offering,
party.
he
But
was
then after the
offering,
party, it got too much.
and he was offering to buy women hats and mail them to
Yes,
them.
yes.
You see, I was long before the party. I never
Oh.
even watched the party, but I was long before the party. Number
Mhm.
one, you don't talk and you sit on a stream for 5 or 6 hours, okay? But you're
Mhm.
very talkative in chats and you're very, what do you call it? I mean, everything you put there is readable, okay? You're not speaking gobbledygook or something, okay?
Yes.
Um,
Thought about that
why
too.
aren't you talking? And then I watched Steph the first time about the hats, okay? And I thought to myself, this is getting uncomfortable.
Mhm.
And it went on, and I no, sorry, there's something wrong here. This is just double creepy now. So
Well,
look, it's just I'm old and knackered and twisted and been on the streets all my life. Okay, in other words, so yeah, I'm more aware of that sort of thing.
And
So
that's
my
it
advice
too.
is
That's it
be
too.
careful,
Some of
girls.
us are a little bit I mean, I've been around, you know, I'm not young and
Yeah,
I've had quite the life. But, you know, some of us haven't. And so they're
exactly.
the ones that get kind of caught up in it and want to, you know, just be nice. And that's the sad part, is that we just wanted to be
Yeah,
nice. We just wanted
well,
to be nice. And we got a little bit taken advantage of. And maybe he has his reasons of not speaking. And like that's still his own reasoning. But we still,
it's
in our
creepy.
minds, got duped. It is.
well, what was
Well,
even
people had
creepier is after the party, he kept asking Steph when she was going to wear her dress again and cam up. And that pissed
Yeah.
me off.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah,
Way too
Mm-hmm.
much.
Yep.
yeah.
there's been a
And
lot of people
people,
that's
please,
alluded to him being in the spectrum. I don't know if he is or if he isn't,
that's
but it's questionable because, you know,
I
he
don't know how he
doesn't
couldn't
really
be.
show emotions. You know, I've
look.
never seen him show emotions. He's
But
just
that
always
When
also
you're on
freaking.
could
the
be.
spectrum, does that mean you mustn't be held accountable for what you're
No, not
doing?
at all.
Does that mean you mustn't be taught what is right and wrong just
Nope.
because you're on the spectrum?
Nope.
You're right.
So, so how do you teach a person right from wrong? You hold them accountable for the stuff that they're doing that is
Right.
not cool.
Yep. Yep.
And the way he treated the woman is not cool.
Mhm.
Right.
He didn't give anybody an option. So what happens? We teach him a lesson. That's it.
Hey,
You don't have
polyester
to put him on a
jumpers.
cross
Thank you.
and string him and peel him and everything. No.
Yeah.
You hold him accountable. You teach him, no, what you did and the way that you approached it is wrong. Not the fetish. The way you approached it and the way you dealt with the woman is wrong. Period. Finished. End of story.
Yep. Yep.
Anyway, I'll jump down and shut up and stop
No,
my.
I'm so glad you came up, Sally. I mean, you're a voice of reason in this
Yeah.
community. A lot of people look up to you and respect you,
Mhm.
including myself. I'm so glad whenever you come up. You know, when you was on Potty Mouth Mommy's panel, I loved listening to you too. It was so fun.
Yeah, I love
Oh
listening.
yeah, but I ran out of indignation for Laura. I sort of fizzled out. I couldn't think of anything more to say. But,
That happens.
but please, people, stop fighting.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Because you're fighting for the wrong reason.
And
I
don't
think
let
every- I
something
think-
like this break up a friendship. I mean,
Yep.
these are good people that are breaking apart. Let's try to like
Yep.
come back together. This is nothing to fight over or to break a friendship over, man. Like,
Yeah, and you can't be bringing stuff
Hello, Starlight and Steph did
into the new.
nothing wrong.
no, I don't think they
You
did.
know
anything.
that knowledge is power. Ignorance kills.
Mhm.
And all they did, they informed people. Did they do it 100% correctly? No, they did it the way that they felt they wanted to do it. And that is what counts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if
Okay?
someone feels uncomfortable with someone, they absolutely have the right to voice their opinion and concerns, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I do
Just
want you to
please
know
stop
that he
fighting.
did that Steph did go to him first. She did go to him and she
Yep.
was
Yep.
concerned and she gave him her concerns.
Yeah, and he
didn't
blocked
give
her,
a
didn't
shit.
he?
Yeah.
Didn't he block her?
Yep.
Yeah. And he, you know, so he didn't care. He didn't want to be judged and
Yeah, he didn't want to,
didn't
it's
care
not
how
judged.
it made her feel. And that's a big thing. That's a big thing.
Yeah. But he didn't, it's not judged. Okay? It's accountable. He didn't want to be held accountable.
Yes.
Hey, Sabrina. Good morning.
That's the problem. So, in other words, he was
And-
very comfortable with the way that he was treating everybody.
But is it our place to judge him? I'm not saying judge, but be accountable
Yes, it is.
for just being deceived that he wasn't talking, or are we supposed to be upset what he has on his
No.
own personal Twitter?
No,
That's where I'm confused.
none of that. Look, the only problem that I have, and this is what I want everybody to understand and think about, he took advantage of women unknowingly.
Okay.
Deceptively, too.
He imposed his sexual fetish onto women that didn't know the reason for him asking the things that he was asking them to do.
Yes. I agree.
That is the problem, not the fetish,
Okay.
not what he wanted them to do. It was the reason that he didn't give them the ability to refuse or to accept.
Mm-hmm.
That is the only problem. The rest of it is what he had on Twitter. Look, I really don't care. There's some things on Twitter there, okay? I mean, I hardly go to Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And if I go, it's just to post garbage anyway, okay?
Well, I was
but there
pretty
are things
surprised
on
what I
Twitter.
seen.
Yeah.
I mean, I was shocked myself completely and blown away. But is it something that I need to be really upset over or concerned really about? You know what I mean?
Not the Twitter. What you should be, the Twitter confirmed the deception.
I don't know if that's true either, though, Sally. Because
No, I agree 100%. That's
But
true.
that's his own personal. Okay, I guess because he meshed it
He
together.
invited people
became-
to go there, sweet crazy.
It
Yeah, he
wasn't
did.
personal.
Yeah, he did.
It wasn't
Yes.
personal. It wasn't private.
I love you, Deborah.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
It was public.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't
Anybody
Passover
could see
and
it.
Easter? Sorry,
Yeah.
that was random. Really? Oops.
So, and that is another thing. It wasn't trying to hide it. You know?
Exactly. If it was private and somebody went digging and found it, then that's a whole nother story. Okay. It was public. He was inviting people to go there. He was spamming other people's chats with requests that were inappropriate. The request wasn't inappropriate. The intention of the request was inappropriate because the woman that he was propositioning didn't have the power to refuse or not.
Oh,
That is the problem of the whole thing.
okay. I get it.
Look, what would you call a guy, okay, that you were dating, and all of a sudden, okay, he jumped your bones
Mm-hmm.
without any forewarning, without anything. And then eventually, when you managed to control him or whatever, what was that for? Oh no, it turned me on because you licked your lips.
Okay. So if I didn't
You
want
had
it,
no control of that situation.
so this
You
is
had no
really what I
knowledge
okay.
of what would happen.
Well,
So nobody
also-
had control of the intention that he had on them when he was asking for these pictures or asking them to wear the hats or whatever it was, okay?
Yeah.
People
Both.
were out of the kindness of their heart agreeing to do it, thinking that it was just perfectly innocent.
Yes.
For his birthday.
Like,
It was
you-
all for his birthday.
Well, and I did it a couple times before
which
his
was
birthday.
innocent.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I still don't care that I did. I'm not freaked out that I did it. And I got on
No,
panel and I showed myself in a hat, and I mean, we laughed and we had a good time.
You're missing
whether
the
it was
point.
for Kyle or
You're
not,
missing
you
it.
know.
You're missing the point because if you look back on that party, I hate to say this, but how can I put this?
I missed his
lightly?
party, but
Okay, well, he was barely even at his chair for
Yes.
his party.
yeah,
Um,
I seen it, but I just wasn't there.
all these women are up there beautiful in their hats, and then
Yep.
he's getting up and going in the other room. What's he doing in that other room?
Yep.
Why did his mom come into his room? He was nowhere around her, and start looking at his computer, I'm assuming, and reading the chat, but she didn't speak. Like, what was going on then?
I don't know. It was weird as shit.
Well,
You don't know if he was watching it in another room, okay, where he could watch it without being a part of it, and then he could whatever. I'm just saying, okay.
Yeah,
right.
The problem is the intention was deception. It was deceptive.
Well, and it was rude to me. Like I said earlier, the more I'm thinking about it, the more rude it really was. Like we got you this party and you just ditch out, and then you can talk, you can
Hey,
understand
Marley
what the
J.
fuck we're saying, and you put your thumb up and wave. Like, what the fuck?
Thank you, Marley.
Even
Deception.
though he can have his own, yeah, you're right. He can have his fetish, but that was rude. It just was rude. Whether it was deception, whether it was whatever, it was rude. It was rude. It was,
the whole thing is rude.
and then to keep coming after the girls and wanting more and more and more, that's also rude.
Yep.
I
It
don't
was
know
all
this
rude.
for a
Kyle, if
fact.
you're listening, it just needs to stop, honey. Like, just be yourself. If you want to come back on here, be yourself or don't.
And be honest.
Don't come back.
and be straightforward.
Was he asking women to email him with
Yes.
pictures?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a
Yes.
little too far.
It's a lot too far.
Yeah.
He did.
I mean,
say-
that's
DMs,
going
he
to
was
make someone
DMing
feel very
people,
uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
asking for addresses and things like that. Look, the whole thing was creepy. I'm sorry, it was double creepy.
Well,
Okay? But you know what? We've all got our own opinions, and we all, as grown adult women, have our own feelings about it. And yes, we have feelings because that's what we are. We're human beings.
yes.
And also,
Okay.
if you feel that uncomfortable around him, or if he has said something to you, just block him so, he can't see you
Yep.
typing and you
Yes.
can't see him.
Yes.
Yep.
Because it sounds
I mean,
to me like it's not going to stop if he was on Savages last night.
it's not going to stop. I mean, people can even say, "Listen, Kyle," in the chat when he is propositioning them. Okay, listen, Kyle, stop this business. It's creepy. You're making me uncomfortable.
I think
You
a
can
few
be
people
out.
have. I think a few people actually have. He
Yeah,
just doesn't, we haven't made a big stink about it, and they haven't said
yeah.
it more. So,
Well, now the
it's out.
stink about it, instead of being cool, now I know I'm ready to deal with him, or I refuse to deal with him. Finished. Those are the two decisions. No, now it's blown up into this massive war, okay, where fetish seems to be the most important thing. No, it's not. Look, I don't care if you want to suck somebody's toes at midnight, hanging from somebody's left eyelash, dangling your toenail, okay, from a hair's breadth. I don't give a toss.
Thank you,
The only
Daddy.
time I'm going to care is when you come and interfere with me without giving me the knowledge that I need to decide whether I want to be part of that or not.
Yeah.
That's the only time that it's going to bother me. That's the only time. So anyway, I'm very passionate about this whole thing because I don't like women to be dumb, to be duped, okay? And
Yeah.
unfortunately, women are still being duped. And it
Yeah.
kind of drives me mad, okay? Yes, we all are adults, blah, blah, blah. And women on the internet should be aware. Yes, they should. But the problem is not all of them are.
We're human.
Exactly.
We forget.
Some,
We move on and we get, wrapped up in it again.
yeah, but some people are just nice people. They're not all twisted and
Yeah.
crabby like me. Okay. So
I know
I mean,
the majority of women thought it was pretty creepy. And the ones that acknowledged him, I think we just took it as taking him underneath our wing a little bit and making him feel good. And
yeah,
it's not
exactly.
bad. Nobody should feel bad about anything.
No.
He's the one that should feel bad about what he's done to us.
Yes, and he should make a public apology, a voice apology to the woman that he misused, misled, abused, whatever. Imposed his will on without them knowing what his will was.
Hey,
It's
frustrated
not cool.
burger.
I get very frustrated. Oh, I really do. But anyway, I'll shut up now.
Well, and I did say earlier, I'm like, maybe it is none of our business that he didn't want to talk, but now I have to think about that a little bit more.
For me, when somebody makes or somebody shows signs that they're not going to speak, my first thing is, okay, if they cammed up like he was, I watch them.
Mm-hmm.
And a person that is mute, just say they've been born mute, there's going to be signs that is what they are. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be some sort of sign that is out of the ordinary that says, yes, that's right, they are mute. But he looked perfectly normal.
But see, on my stance, I kind of thought that he didn't look completely normal. You know, like in my mind, I kind of put myself that that's what he was. You know, and we all did. The people that got, I don't know,
Yes.
Sally.
Because you're kind-hearted. You're not twisted and buggered up like I am, okay? Who
Sally.
there no, but it's true.
You're
I'm
not the
wary
only
of
one.
people.
You're not the only one.
I'm wary of people. Okay. I'm very wary of people.
Yeah,
Because I know how easy it is
I
to
should
take
be.
advantage of a woman.
I should be. Jesus.
I'm sorry,
I know
Winkle.
how easy we are to take advantage of.
I mean,
So I'm
just like I said before, like my, I'm going through a divorce. Well, even when it was good between me and my husband, and I thought everything was good,
uh-huh.
he still was trying to get down someone else's pants. And it wasn't that I don't think he doesn't love
Yep.
me. It's a thing. It's just this thing, and maybe that was his fetish. It's wrong, and I'm divorcing
Listen,
him over it. But
let me
you
tell you
just,
a little
my
secret that
point is,
I've
you
learned.
just don't ever know. You just never know.
No, you don't. But here's a little secret that's pretty harsh about men. Okay. I'm not saying all men, so don't say that I'm putting all men under the blanket. But men in general, okay?
Yeah.
They can be married and love a woman completely and utterly.
Yeah.
And yet they can have a piece on the side that they shag, and which means nothing to them.
Yeah.
Men are just like that. They can do that. Us women, we got to get more involved, and there's emotions and blah, 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 and all sorts of things, okay? But men can completely and utterly love a woman, but have a piece on the side.
Yeah.
And then they're shocked. But why are you jealous? Why are you upset? I still love you. I come home to you. Yeah, but it's not cool. I'm not prepared to share you. You didn't give me the choice of wanting to share you or not.
No kidding. Just talk to me about it if that's what you want.
Yep,
Frustrated Lurker
yep,
brings up a good point. They say bottom line is some people were unaware. Steph and Hella Starlight made
yep,
people aware that participated in the
exactly.
hat stuff was going
Amen.
to result. Yeah.
And I agree with them. I totally
Knowledge is
do.
power.
I am not against what they did at all. But I'm not against
Neither
what
am I.
someone stood up for either. But
No, look, I'm not against anybody.
yeah.
That's the problem. I'm not against anybody. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody has a view. Everybody has a right to it, just like everybody's got a butthole.
Yep.
Okay? The problem is,
Vintage gal, me
don't
too.
fight with each other. Don't fight with each other over
No, it was
something.
ugly. It was ugly and it was bad, and wow.
Exactly. It was disgusting.
It just was bad.
Okay? I mean, it really was. It was horrible. And there was no need for it. And the main message in the whole thing was lost in the fight,
Yeah.
which is women were taken advantage of, unawares of what was happening, of the reason behind the fascination, whatever you want to call it, okay?
Yeah.
And that's not cool. That's all I'm saying.
Well, and it's the
We must be
repetition
given
of
an
it.
option.
He asks all the time, like over and over and
Exactly.
over.
And he's never honest. He's never honest. So the women are never given a choice of whether they want to do it or not. That's my thing. Please, people, stop fighting.
Good morning,
We've
Phil.
got enough problems as women, okay?
We
We
do.
don't need to
We need
fight
to
with
stick
each
together.
other.
We need to stick together because I need you guys right
We
now.
do.
We need each other.
We all do.
Yep, we
Absolutely.
need to support each other.
This is a
We need
crazy
to
time.
discuss things. We need to feel safe amongst other women knowing that even if we have a difference of opinion, we're not going to be attacked for it.
Yeah.
Okay?
And we just always
Seriously.
go on with our gut. You have to go with your gut feeling.
Yes. You know that thing where they've got the devil on one side and an angel on the other side on your shoulders.
Mhm.
Well, take this as there's a little warning person on one side, okay, a little voice. Listen to it. Doesn't matter how tiny it is. Take a step back and listen to it, and then just watch. Instead of partaking in it, watch and see how you feel about it. Look, if you enjoy doing that kind of thing, okay, and it turns you on to know that a man is getting sexual gratification from whatever, okay, that's
Then-
cool.
That's sweet,
But you're given
crazy
the
vintage
choice.
gal.
Hi, vintage gal.
You're given the choice. Anyway, I can go on about this for bloody hours, okay, because I'm very passionate about it. No, I'm very passionate about women and women being taken advantage of.
Yeah,
and
I
that
am
kind
too.
of thing, okay?
I am
Very
too.
passionate.
LaDonna says the only positive outcome of this situation, it's bringing us together. And that's right. That's so
Yes,
true.
Yeah, I think
it is.
I think it will for sure.
You know, when I listened to the Heartbreak in Just Angel's voice last night, I'm telling you, I could have cried.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
That hurt me so much. Please, people, stop fighting.
Yeah.
Respect people's differences, but allow them the space to have their difference and to be able to act on it.
I'm telling you what, it seems like for the past month or so, it's been like ground zero in this community. Everybody's fighting with everybody. And
Yep.
I
It's
just wish.
just because everything is going on right now. There's
Yeah.
so much crime going on around us. We're stuck at home. You know, we don't know what's going to happen in our future. It's a lot of scary stuff right now. And you know, sometimes we do take it out on the people that we're close to because they're there.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
But
we have to reel it
this
back
is
in.
bad.
Reel it back in.
This fight that's going on is really bad. Okay.
Well, it's going to get worked
So
out.
please,
It has to get worked out.
I really hope so. I really do.
Yeah.
And thank you to Steph and Starlight, okay, for giving us the power of knowledge. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Anyway, thank you, Sarah, and thank you, Trish,
Sally, for coming up.
Thank you.
Anytime. I love
Bye.
having you up here.
and Sweet Crazy for letting an old bitch, okay, mouth. Take care, all of you.
Sally.
Blessings and chat, thanks. Ciao,
Thank
ciao.
you, Sally.
Have a good day, Sally. Thank you for coming up. She's lovely. I have always loved Sally Spencer.
I know.
She is a gem.
She is. I love her stories.
You know, at the end of the day, I'm glad that you and Trisha was able to like work this out and talk this through. I'm glad it didn't result in a huge fight.
No.
You know, that's progress.
Yeah, we've disagreed on stuff before and we've been all right. So
Got to work it out.
yeah,
I got too much fighting in my real life. I can't have it on here too.
Man, tell me about it. Whew.
You know. And I feel bad that I went at BTS like I did, and I do apologize, BTS.
well, maybe just wait when you see her. You know what I mean?
I think
Just
she's
apologize.
probably blocked me already, so she probably won't be able to see me, but
I'll
Well,
tell
Sweet
her.
Crazy, I have blocked BTS before too. But the good thing about BTS, she is so forgiving. Like she has a forgiving heart. Just kind of reach out to her, and I think you guys will be able to work things out. Like seriously,
yeah,
she's got a good heart.
I have to give her a couple days, maybe.
Yeah, give her some time because she's not a real.
No,
I mean,
she's not a pop her back right into it. So I know that about her.
Yeah.
But it's all good.
Yeah, that'll be all right.
I appreciate
Good morning,
it.
Debbie Lou Who.
All right, Sarah, I'm going to get down.
All right, darling.
Yeah.
Thanks for
You guys
coming up.
have a beautiful day.
You too.
All right. I'll talk to you
All
later.
right, bye.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, I'm probably going to jump off here in a few minutes. It's been like an hour and 20 minutes so far. I'm not used to these long lives, man.
I know. I was cleaning the whole time Sally was talking.
I see people going live like 7 hours, 11 hours, and I'm thinking, how do you guys do that? Like, what do you talk about for 11 hours?
Yep.
Funny to me.
All right, girl. Have a good day, and thanks
All
for letting me come up.
I'll talk to you in a little bit. Thanks for coming up. I appreciate it. All right.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, so I think I'm going to jump off here, but like I said in the beginning, there was so many people that reached out to me, and I'm humbled. I just didn't think that so many people would care, and they do. There are so many good people in this community, and we've got to remember that. Like, the majority of women in this community are good people, and even the women that I don't like are probably really good people. And I've misjudged some, and I'm so glad that I'm able to be friends with them today. I'm so grateful for that. Um, I love you too, Ballet Babe. I love all of you guys. And I don't want to fight. Yeah, I like to do a little drama every now and then, but man, like, it really hurts my heart to fight with some people. And I don't have it in me anymore. Like, I just don't. I'm probably always going to rag on Laura. Sorry. It's just me, and it's who I am, and it's how I feel. I think we're all entitled to have our own opinions. I don't think that Laura's a bad person. I just don't like some of the things she does, just like she probably doesn't like some of the things I do. It's whatever. We're never gonna mix. So, oh my gosh, Ash 274, I love you dearly. I really do. I think all of you are great people, and I'm grateful for all of you. Like, I really am. And I don't know. I'd like to say more, but I don't want to like put a whole bunch of stuff out there, because, there's some people that like to make fun of relapse and addiction and this or that. But just know that I'm really grateful for all of you that, reached out. And I love you guys. And for those that join the membership, thank you. Hopefully, as things kind of smooth out, I can do more stuff on this channel that I was wanting to do. Accidents happen, things happen, and you learn from your mistakes. You learn from some of the bad actions you take, and I'm definitely living through that right now. It's life happens. So I'm just trying to make do with what I have, and I'm very grateful that people still care. I'm not going to ramble on anymore, but I love you guys. Marley, thank you, honey. I absolutely love you. I don't want to cry. I get so emotional. I'm sorry. I don't know. I have a lot of compassion, and I just love people. And I'm so glad that people gave me the benefit of the doubt after, I admitted what happened. And I'm grateful for you guys. So I'm going to jump off here. I got to take these dogs out. I hope you all have a great weekend. And I had no idea that Easter was like, oh, whatever. Okay, you guys, I'm going to jump off here. Have a great day, and thanks for coming. Talk to y'all later.